promises us. The city and the people in Ann Arbor overwhelmingly want people to be able to smoke medical marijuana with a doctor's prescription. Why can't we just leave them alone and let them do it?
Good question. Yes.
Well, as a mother, I certainly wouldn't want my children as a growing organism to be smoking marijuana. And I feel that smoking it is harmful to your lungs, but I feel that everyone should have the right to do to themselves what they choose of a legal age. And so I can see the point. They're afraid that the children will be getting involved and it's bad for the children. And as a mother, I do appreciate that point, but growing it in your backyard and using it for your own medicinal purposes or whatever as a free, legal 21-year-old person should not be subject to having their home seized and having their property taken away for growing a plant in their backyard. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, vaporizers now help a lot. With vaporizers, there's no effect on the lungs, and then in Canada they have Sativex, which is a spray, which has no effect either. What do you have to say, University of Kentucky?
I have nothing to say.
No.
You're not plus us all.
No, there's no argument there. Does anyone else? Yeah.
There's a bigger issue at play here. The Constitution guarantees your right to life, liberty, and property. So, not only just on medical marijuana, but on any other thing, if what you do does not violate another person's right to life, liberty, or property, and what business does big government have sticking its nose in and legislating what you can do as long as what you're doing is not, if you're not interfering with other people's rights?
That makes a lot of
It's not
sense.
just medical marijuana about anything else. I mean, if what you do doesn't harm others, it doesn't interfere with their right to life, liberty, or property, then government should keep its nose out of it.
Now you're talking about real freedom versus theoretical
exactly.
stuff.
And the thing is, freedom scares people. That's part of the problem. A lot of people in the United States, true freedom scares them. They need to open their minds up and think about these issues.
All right.
I guess in a sense, you know, I think a lot of us have a tendency to think that the Republican Party is the quote lesser of two evils, some of us here, and I think this is a perfect example of how the Republicans have betrayed us all. They talk about freedom and smaller government and activist judges. Here comes the Supreme Court with the biggest activist judge decision I've ever seen in my life. And where are they? They're totally numb. They're beholden to their Looney Tune Christian followers and stuff that somehow believe that God, even though He invented this thing for us to use, doesn't want us to use it. And I also think it's ironic that we're spending $1 billion a week and our people my age and younger and older are all dying in Iraq for quote-unquote freedom. Are they going to bring this kind of freedom to the Iraqis where they can't put what they want in their body?
That's a good point.
Bring the truth home, man. That's what I'm saying.
Let's not forget the Republicans are hypocrites.
I got something to say too.
Yes,
The
sir.
federal government has to look at themselves, and many people I have talked to who even worked in the CIA have brought the drugs in to create the drug wars to get people elected. So the bigger the government gets, we have to have more problem, reaction, solution. So let's have drug wars, they'll get more government, let's spend more money, let's get more crime.
So it's like a pseudo problem.
Exactly. We the people, this is our country. People have a right to do what they want with their bodies so long as they're not hurting anybody else. But we do have to stop this corruption and have the government go back to the principles, the liberty, and justice for all. In any case, leave people alone.
Amen. Anybody else have a comment? Yes.
I am greatly saddened by the recent Supreme Court decision, in further comment to some of the previous ones made, that the Supreme Court of our great United States would so lightly dismiss the referenda of 9 states, overwhelming majorities in most cases, to decriminalize cannabis for medicinal use. However, I have observed toward the cannabis issue itself that the more humans manipulate molecules as they occur in nature, the more dangerous they become in stages. And that we would be so much wiser and more prudent to approach any drug interdiction at all from a risk reduction standpoint, a standpoint that prosecutes, poses penalties for trafficking in those substances which cause people the most harm. As Donna graciously said, no one has ever in the history of humanity died of a cannabis overdose. There are people out there right now dying from alcohol overdoses. Right now, as we speak.
And prescription medicine, too.
Yes, sir, absolutely. All of the above. But
Yeah.
as it grows in the ground, it's usually pretty safe. The more humans tamper,
It
the
seems to
more
be a problem,
dangerous it
eh?
becomes. Indeed, the more it's processed, the more poisonous, the more addictive in some cases. But the heavens and Mother Earth gave us all kinds of wonderful things, and I believe they are our birthright. And I find it egregious that any government would try and keep me from the Earth's medicines, let alone make them extinct, to try and utterly eradicate a species from this Earth with my tax money.
Yeah, with your tax money. Oh, that's it. Thank you all very much, and warm farewell from Louisville Late Night and the.
We so happy we alive, we together can survive. Stop the bullshit, stop the lies, and now's the time to legalize. Tell me brother, tell me true, what the hell we gonna do? Remember the days we saw purple haze. 1 and 1 is 3. Hey, hey, baby, what you do to me? We so happy, we alive, we together can survive. Mother Nature, heaven sent, don't belong to government. Hey there, sister, what's the plan? Do you really understand? Remember the days we saw purple haze. 1 and 1 is 3. Hey, hey, baby, what you do to me? We so happy, we alive, we together can survive. Stop the bullshit, stop the lies, now's the time to legalize. Half the world up in smoke, where on earth can we take the tug? Remember the days we saw purple haze. 1 and 1 is 3. Hey, hey, baby, what you do to me? Human nature full and free modifies reality. Open up, inner flower, peace and love, inner power. Open up, inner flower, peace and love, inner power. Remember the days we saw purple haze. 1 and 1 is 3. Hey, hey, baby, what you do to me?